2005 Honda Civic with the 1.7 liter engine. This is a two-door vehicle, and I have the code P0340 and P0344 for the camshaft position sensor. Vehicle is turning off while it's being driven. It seems like the problem is intermittent because it happens here, it happens there, then all of a sudden it doesn't happen again. It drives for maybe a few hours with no problems, and all of a sudden it starts creating the problem again. And sometimes it turns on with no problem, and also drives with no problem, but all of a sudden it turns off. So we're gonna see what's going on. So I'm gonna scan it right now and see what happens. I'm gonna go to Honda here, and these are the codes I have here: P0340, P0340 and I have this for the transmission, but this one is not turning off the vehicle. We have one more here for TM56 with the evaporative emission system, and I'm not gonna be treating the rest of the codes, only these two here, P0340 and P0344. I'm gonna want to put live data and see what happens. Live data here. Alright, the problem with this vehicle is sometimes the problem does not come in a little while, So I'm gonna see if it does it right now. Hopefully it does. So we can read the data here, the live data from the cam sensor and crankshaft position sensor. See what happens. I'm gonna try to turn on the vehicle right now. And it doesn't. It seems like it wants to misfire. Right now it did. I'm gonna turn it off. La perdió ahí. He lost it completely. See, zero. He lost the signal completely here at a certain point, and he couldn't turn on. It seemed like it was turning. It wanted to turn on. It was even cranking here, but all of a sudden it lost the signal completely. It lost the signal again. And now here on the engine, I'm gonna be taking the stuff off out of here to have access to the cover right there, to the timing belt cover, to see what's going on with the sensor, to do some testing and inspection, and test the electrical power, see if we have signal, or see what's going on with the sensor. $10mm nut, by the way. 10mm bolt here, one here, and another one here. Another one here, 10mm nut, another one here, and also this one. I'm gonna be removing all the 10mm bolt for the valve cover here. I'm gonna be taking out this hose for the power steering pump here, because it's much easier to have access to the timing belt cover. I have a tray on the floor because some oil is gonna come out. And I'm gonna be removing this bracket here. You don't have to remove it. You can get this cover out without removing this bracket, but I want to have a space. Sometimes for being fighting around something, it takes longer, and sometimes the job is not well done. Sometimes it's worth it to go around something, but sometimes it's not. This is 1/4 10mm socket here with a 1/4 ratchet for this bolt that is holding the cover here. I'm gonna use a short one here, 1/4 socket. Now we have to take the connector out, and it has a grommet here. Now I'm gonna use this Harbor Freight tool to press on the tip and then pull it out at the same time. We're gonna inspect the pins here, the wires, and they look very good. Make sure one is not inside and another one is out, because that's not a good thing. Yeah, the wires they look fine. Okay, and now I'm gonna be taking out the last 10mm bolt there is right beneath the connector of the sensor. That's why you cannot have access before removing the connector. Alright, and this is the connector here. This is pin 1, the one on the left hand side. All the way to the left is 1, 2 in the middle here, and 3. This one is 3 here. Alright, here is I'm gonna be doing the test on pin 3 first, and I'm gonna be using one of these. It's very thin. I'm gonna be doing it through here, not back pro, because it's very uncomfortable here, as you can see. And I have tied it here because I want to keep it up, but I'm not stretching the wires or anything like that. And if you're gonna use it here, if you're gonna probe here, make sure you do it with a very thin back probe here, okay? Alright, right there. I'm gonna turn on the ignition switch and see if I get 12 volts. I'm gonna put this in body ground, any part of the body or the ground that you can get a good ground. And this is gonna come here, the positive for the multimeter. I'm gonna set the multimeter to, it's kind of moving, that is not good, but it's still gonna give me good results. So this one is gonna stay here. And I'm gonna come here to make a body ground with this one. And I'm gonna be opening the ignition switch, see if I get 12 volts. And there it goes. I'm gonna move to the next step. I'm gonna move to pin number 2 here in the middle, in the center. Alrighty. Red multimeter lead here. And I'm supposed to get 5 volts if everything is fine with the wire. I'm gonna turn on the ignition switch again. I'm gonna look for a ground again. And there it goes. It's fine. So that is okay too. Everything is good with the wire right there. No problem. Alright, I'm gonna move to the next step. We're gonna move to number 1 and number 3. and I'm gonna measure the voltage, and I'm supposed to get 12 volts with the ignition switch on if everything is good in that circle right there. Right there, 12 volts, so everything is fine with the wires, no problems. Next step, I'm gonna be removing the sensor. It's held by a 12 millimeter bolt. I mean a 10 millimeter bolt. I said 12, but it's not 12. It's 10. Now this is kind of dangerous because if you let the bolt go inside, you're gonna have a problem. You will have to do much more work to get it out. So just be careful when taking it out. Just in case, maybe this helps. It's just a possibility that it might help you in case if it goes down. Maybe it stays on the rack right there. And I'm gonna lose it just a little bit, very little, and I'm gonna see if I can take it out with my hands. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it completely out. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't want to let it go because then it could be a problem. I'm gonna keep it like that. See if I can get a, what do you call, a magnet. Now the same light data that I had before with the old camshaft position sensor before fixing the problem, before I did the testing and inspection. The same light data is here, so I'm gonna turn on the vehicle and see what happens. See, it doesn't move. It doesn't move right there. I'm gonna turn off the vehicle. Let's see if this number 50 here moves when I crank the vehicle or stays steady like this. See, it didn't move at all. That's how it's supposed to be. That's the that's the camshaft position sensor. So problem has been fixed and the engine is running so smoothly with no problem. Thanks for watching the video and God bless you all.